So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. We're going to be covering the FIFA 22 career mode trailer that dropped yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't around. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to stream. I just had a busy day. And I know I've covered most of this because we went through the pitch notes. But my point is, and I'm going to let this just run, and then we'll go back and talk about it a little bit more if we've missed anything. I wanted to talk about why I am looking forward to career mode, to be honest. You know, as opposed to obviously Master League, and also Konami versus EA and the whole trailer. And it's like, Konami, take note of what EA do. I know I've slagged off FIFA over the past few years because I don't really like the gameplay, and it's not a surprise. But when you talk about marketing and you talk about getting the information out there, sweet, to the point, and you know what you're getting, EA do it in a nutshell. You know, where Konami put that 6-minute trailer out that confused us more than anything, and then, you know, EA put this career mode trailer out telling you exactly what you're getting. Create a club, the new revamped sort of player career, where there's a lot more diversity now, things to do, objectives you can go for. And I know a lot of this stuff, and people have said it in the comments, look, this is just stuff they're bringing back. They used to do it in previous FIFAs. Okay, that's great, but at least they're trying to put more content. That's all we want at the end of the day. We want more content. It has to keep us engaged. There's a lot of hand movements today. It has to keep us engaged for 12 months. You know, this is an annual title. Comes out once a year. If there's not enough content, I can't even say the word, content to keep us engaged, we're not going to play it. And that really is a PES problem in a nutshell. I mean, 100%. But, you know, EA put this trailer out. It's short, it's to the point. You know what you're getting. And it makes you want to probably play career mode a little bit more. And that's exactly the purpose of a trailer, isn't it? So there it is. That's pretty much it. We're running down to the last sort of 20 seconds here. We will go through this. But if you haven't checked out my more detailed one, check that out. That covers all the pitch notes when it does come to FIFA 22 career mode, and there we have it. Obviously, you can add a career mode homegrown talent to your squad when you pre-order. I don't like pre-ordering games these days, but anyway, so the trailer obviously began. Game engine footage. This isn't even the right one, isn't it? It's changed. It's actually changed to the wrong video. Hang on. Give me a sec. Alright, so now we got the trailer actually booted up. Right, so obviously it says game engine footage. It shows you a couple of the stadiums. Pops up with it on FIFA 22. All the lads are coming out. There's a picture of the manager. I'm guessing you can now be a lady. Was a lady an option last season? I think it was. I don't think that's new. There's Kevin De Bruyne, and I have to say, I mean, he does look very much like the part. If we slow this down a little bit, I think we will slow the trailer down actually. 70%. There he is. Look, he looks fantastic. Graphically, no problems there. You would expect this to be, of course, on the PlayStation 5 and next-gen consoles. And yes, you still have to remember, if you want the most out of FIFA 22, folks, you are going to have to be playing it on next-gen. Not on PC, and that is, I mean, that does suck, I'm not going to lie. But that's the way that EA have gone for this season. Next season, expect, hopefully, you know, PC to have next gen. So there it is, authentic club, create your club. So you can just start your manager at the helm of an existing club, but I would like to know how many people are going to create their own club. And the reason I'm looking forward to this as well, folks, is I think this is going to be good for my channel. I start my own career, I go in here, I do the home kit, the away kit, we customize our crest, we do a stadium, and then we try and win trophies from the ground up with a completely new team. I give them some nicknames maybe. It's all a little bit of fun, you know, it's about making your own story here. And I think that's why EA have gone that route, because it's a smart thing to do. It really is. Create your own club, create your own memories. There we go. So there it is. There's your options. You got club info, replace team, select rival, kit, crest, and stadium, your squad, career settings are the options. I know Spoonie put out a video as well with the breakdown, so you can go and check that out as well. But yeah, you're just going to go through. I don't know how many rivals you can select. Can't remember if they mentioned it. I mean, maybe maximum of 3. I don't know. Obviously, you will replace the team. You can't have more than 20 or 18 teams in a league, or whatever the league standards are. You can't have more than that. Then you've got your squad, and then you'll do the old career settings. So when you go to create your shape, I don't know how deep this is going to be. There isn't many options right now. I think it would be nice, and I know the PS5 can do this, but like importing your own emblem, very much like PES. I think that's the one thing they're missing here, is importing your own logos and emblems and crests and stuff like that. That will be the next thing. I think that they could go, but obviously Xbox can't do that. So you pick that, you pick the primary, the secondary, that color, the third color. I figured out what it meant, tertiary. Someone said, did I miss that day at school? Yes, I did. And then you've got the name and number, and you can select that color. I mean, some of these kits are absolutely ridiculous. Look at that one. Core blimey. The choice is yours. Then you go through, you pick a home stadium. Now, remember, you can change this after every season. So you start, and you can rename them right there, rename stadium. You can't pick a licensed one, of course. It's going to have to be a generic stadium, and there is a decent amount to choose from. So pick a low one. Pick a low stadium, and then next season, maybe you'll get a little bit more in the budget, and you can spend a little bit more and get a bigger capacity crowd. And then you've got your stadium color, so the color will not be displayed in authentic stadiums. All right, only unlicensed ones. You can also do dual as well. Then we move through to the player career. I mean, there's just sort of a look at all the different stadiums. You can go all blue if you want, folks, with the old running track. And then you've got the black and the white striped nets. If we move forward a little bit more, you've got... I mean, I don't really know why they showed that. Doesn't really show me a whole lot. Shows me that guy right there, walking on his own. He's having a lonely day. And then you can go absolutely vibrancy of the pink if you really want to. I think there's even pink nets as well. I'm sure we'll see a few of those lurking about. And I think that pretty much was all the stadiums. There is Mr. Alaba. I mean, like I say, the faces, the detail looks fantastic. But this is all next gen. Remember that. Not going to be quite the same on the older consoles. There's the lady with Smith. Pans through, shows a couple of different cutscenes. Now, cutscenes are going to be a big thing this year as well. A little bit more post-cinematics when you're in the changing room with the lads. And then you push through to your squad. And there's a lot of depth through here. Now, I did cover this with my other video, as I mentioned. So you pick your overall rating. The lower the rating, the poorer your side will be. So if you want to play as a really bad team to start with, which I might do. I might do a career mode, put it on maybe a 2-star, and try and develop the team and just see how many seasons. You could do season after season, trying to grow the team, trying to get trophies, trying to not get the sack, and trying to bring in some quality. You've got domestic success right here. You've got continental success, financial, brand exposure, and youth development. So you've got to play all those into account, folks, and you can make it as tough or hard as you'd like. And remember, the maximum transfer budget, you can have $1 billion, as Mr. Dr. Evil would say. You'd have to do that, wouldn't you? But that looks a bit weird. So yeah, you've got $1 billion if you want to spend, or you can just go really, really low. So a little bit of dramatic cutscene there. Match objectives, as we saw before. So that pops up when you are a playing career, like a player career mode. You'll get your objectives. You pick an objective. If you want to do a big enhanced one, go for it. You get extra perks. I don't know what happens if you don't meet those. I wonder if there's any kind of a negative to it, or it's just if you don't do it, oh well, you don't get the extra perks. So they have a long ranger, just showing a little bit of the old usual gameplay for FIFA standards, which never looks... Honestly, the problem with FIFA is the gameplay never actually looks great. Like, everything else looks fantastic. When you show the gameplay, you get a little bit iffy. So here is the match summary. You've got growth objectives, shows you how many XP you got, the remaining level to XP. You've got your match rating, your successful dribbles, your team possession. And there is the manager, Simeone. Why is his head so large? Cool, blimey. It looks like he's bending down there. So there we go. And then your manager rating. Let's bring that back. So your role in the squad for games is based on your manager rating. Start off as a sub and build your way through the ranks. So you won't be playing too many games to start with if you choose the player career. I'd like to know how many of you are actually going to do a manager career and how many are going to do a player career. Let me know. What would you like to do? One or the other. Make a choice. And then you're going to build your manager rating. All right. So the more you play, the more objectives you complete, and the more happier your manager will be, and the more playing time you will get. Once again, another volley coming in by Mr. Wilkins, who's obviously been created. So first name on the team sheet, then you've got your player growth system. So there it is. Very much, that's PES, isn't it? PES in a nutshell. We're going to bring the PES comparisons back, as we do, with the old hexagon there, showing you what you will sort of excel at. And there's the standings. Now remember, Juventus are still not licensed, by the way, so they're still going to be called Piedmont. And also Atalanta are not licensed, I believe. They're going to be called something else as well. So if you do play in the Serie A, remember, a couple of the teams will not have the official names. You've got train and grow. Putting your player through training sessions will make it possible to gain XP and earn skill points. Training will also improve your manager rating. So there's going to be a lot of training going on. You can train up to 3 times a week. Did it say? Where are you, son? There we go. You can train up to 3 times during each week. To help you improve, you can create and load presets of your favorite training sessions. Do you have to go so fast? Give me a time to breathe here. I'm trying to read. Ready? We've got to be quick here, folks. Bang! Nailed it. Right. Playing drills. So, doing well in drills will improve the grade at which you perform your sim training. You'll earn extra XP every time you play a drill, and a bonus when you try it out the first time. So, the usual incentive bonus, get it done and earn some more stuff. And there is all the different drills that you can go through, tells you the different grades, the play bonus, the first time bonus. I think this is going to be a very popular mode. I think everyone likes to create their own player and do all that stuff, and I think a lot of people are going to play this. So there we go. Can we see the net physics there? Look pretty nice. I did say the net physics look pretty darn tasty with the old pitch notes. So there is the old perks and the different skill trees, or the perks is coming later. This is just the skill tree. You choose which tree you want to follow, people. Which branch do you want to go down? So you've got the finisher, archetype, tells you all the stuffs. Oh, the old nutmeg. So the all-new skill tree. So you've got physical, defending, dribbling, passing, shooting, pace, and a goalkeeper if you would like to be a keeper. So there he is, leveling up. It's got 4 skill points, a distance shooter perk unlocked. So, as you would expect, the more you grow, the more your player develops, then the more perks you will unlock, which you can then use in-game. They're kind of like little boosts during the match. If we kind of went through a few of these. So you've got defensive cover, boost defensive abilities for all teammates. So this can work for all your teammates, or if you want to be a little bit more selfish, you can also just do it for yourself. Chance creation, you've got attacking support, boost attacking abilities for all teammates as well. Increases your ball control, acceleration, and sprint speed after a first touch, but it does tell you have to be unlocked at level 5. So it'll be interesting to see what's unlocked all the way down the bottom. Another strike there for you into the old back of the bins. Right, post-match cinematic. So this isn't really going to add a whole lot to the game. It's just sort of a cutscene, isn't it? But it's still nice to add that extra element into the game. Guardiola getting all excited with the boys, picking up some more wins. There's Atletico Madrid. There's a couple of pounds. Once again, shows you your match rating. Shows your objectives, how you did, what the manager thought of you. There's just a lot of depth, isn't there? Isn't there? There is. There's a lot of depth to this. They've even got the official Man of the Match trophies. I mean, these are the little details that credit to EA for what they do. They do go into the little intricate details, even getting that. The Man of the Match award. All right, moving on. This is just sort of summarizing it for you. So there we have it. I mean, this is the difference, isn't it? And there's the cutscenes of when you're buying a player. Just the cutscenes have been redone. And then you've got Alex Scott doing a little bit of commentary. I mean, I did hear her in the trailer.
It was a breathtaking finish.
It didn't sound the best, if I'm being honest. It sounded a little bit like you knew she was somewhere else. Maybe they'll blend it in a little bit better. But either way, it's extra perks to the game. So you can't really complain if it's an extra boost to the game. There we go. And there we have it. FIFA 22. Remember, when's it coming out? October the 1st, I believe. And there we go. And that's just the difference, isn't it, between this trailer and what Konami showed. Like, EA have an idea of where they want to take the franchise. You know, and obviously career mode is something that they haven't just neglected. They are still trying to push it. Fantastic. That's what we want to see. Whereas Konami, I know they're going through the whole free-to-play mode. session that they want to do, and that's fine if you want to do free-to-play. I'm really intrigued how Master League's going to fare, because if you are charging us just for a game mode, Konami, you've got to do something like this. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near like this, because there's no way that they're going to create a whole new game mode from scratch. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, folks. You know, the big difference between EA and Konami is just madness. But I'm looking forward to it personally myself, because having this create your club, I think for my channel, for a lot of YouTubers, content creators, even on Twitch, doesn't matter what you stream on, this is just going to, everyone's going to be different. You know, we're not all going to have the same players. Everyone's going to have different players, different stats. Which way will you go? What kind of stadium will you have? What kind of kits will you have? You know, it's a little bit of variety. Anyway, you let me know your thoughts below. We're going to return with Master League, because I have some ideas for Master League. After watching these trailers, it's given me a little bit of an idea. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to need you guys' input as always. But hopefully we'll be back with a bang. Anyway, let me know your thoughts as always. But until next time, take care.